Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running back searching for a hole. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
First game of the year. You're worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Let's talk about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and
the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown time. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going right to work up top. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down.
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Number 31, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This freshman makes a stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking for a man, it's Russell. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Buffalo. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The give to the tailback. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bussey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Texas A&M going up tempo. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Oh, he's got a chance. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The Aggies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's McMillan. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw again. Moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
as an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying to get the corner. Finding an escape route. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Edwards. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Hauls it in. pulled down for the tackle.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Now the play fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Looking down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
On the option. Can't get him to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to side.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to scramble. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Charles. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meadows. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Meadows. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football in that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. That's reeled in, it's Kringle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Meadows. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Gives it on the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll keep it himself. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the tight end. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Using his legs, it's Peterson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Give to the back. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Corner's going to give them room. To the air, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got the 1st down, looking for more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Love the play call on offense there. 3rd down. You're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be 3 different places almost at once. Is it the dive man? Is it the quarterback? Or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback. They pick up a nice gain and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pringle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Crimson Tide now has it on 2nd down as we open the final period. On the move, it's Pringle. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. Big guy smells it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Russell. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound their way in. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The option look. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. They'll run play action. On the run, still looking. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Texas A&M going quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might be changing the route. And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
To the air on 2nd down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Catch in the middle. It's Craver. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Back to the ground with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll go to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got a man. It's Charles. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Defense not showing press coverage. To throw, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Back to throw, it's McMillan. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if These guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.